My fellow awardees, good morning. Our distinguished guest speaker is a man of many abilities who has worn many hats in his professional life. His career has spanned various fields, including construction, public health, and finance. He has served in organizations both here and abroad, and has worked in both the public and private sectors here in Jamaica. Presently, he is the regional director of the Southeast Regional Health Authority. I speak of Mr. Errol Green, ODJP. Mr. Green's educational qualifications are in the field of business, as he holds a BSc in Business Administration and an MBA in International Business and Finance. These degrees, along with his high intellect, strong work ethic, and sterling character, have enabled him to attain membership in several professional organizations, including the American Management Association, the National Black MBAs Association, and the Jamaican Institute of Management. In addition, this gentleman has served on various corporate boards, such as the National Housing Trust, Kingston Restorative Company, and the Jamaica Free Zone Council. He is currently the chairman of the governing board of the Golden Age Home and a serving member of the Gibson Relay Organizing Committee. Mr. Errol Green is a recipient of the Order of Distinction for Outstanding Public Service and the Governor General's Achievement Award. He is also a Justice of the Peace for the Parish of Kingston and has acted as Custos of Kingston on several occasions. Our speaker is also a part of the past president of the St. Jago High School Past Students Association. A devout Baptist, Mr. Green enjoys reading, photography, gardening, listening to classical music, and dominoes in his spare time. As he speaks to us today at this very special occasion, I know he will share with us from his large reservoir of knowledge and wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together and help me make welcome to our illustrious guest speaker, Mr. Errol C. Green, ODJP.
Masters of Ceremony, Chairman of the Dinthill Technical High School School Board, thank you, Dr. Burke Robinson, Education Officer, Region 6, Principal Garwood and Vice Principals, President of the Dinthill Parent Teachers Association, President of the Alumni Association, parents, students of this illustrious school, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. When I was called and asked if I could be the guest speaker on this morning, there's no way as a son of St. Catherine that I could have said no, despite my very hectic schedule. And so I must first thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Indeed, I consider it a privilege to be asked to address the students, the parents, and others this morning. And as I thank you for the opportunity, I'd like to recognize some very distinguished past students of Dinthill, one who asked me to mention him by name as I speak to you this morning, the infamous E.G. Hunter, who is was president for many years of the National Water Commission and is now the CEO of the National Works Agency. I'd like to also recognize my good friend and brother Desmond Wilson, who many years ago came to this institution, and of course, Oliver Samuels and others who would have passed through these hallowed walls. I was privileged to have been church brother to one Deacon Sears, who was a teacher here for many, many, many years. So I could not have given up on that opportunity to come before you this morning. And as I stand before you, I must acknowledge the contributions of the parents and the teachers, but also to highlight and reward those students who have excelled during this year. The theme chosen for this ceremony is indeed fitting, given the evolutions in the landscape of the labor market worldwide and the changing needs of people. The Dinthill Technical High School has produced many influential Jamaicans who have contributed significantly to nation building. We just heard from our alumni who just spoke to us, who served in the U.S. Marines, who would have been all over the world. And I'm sure that when he traveled all over the world, he would have carried a piece of Dinthill with him. Parenting in this 21st century has taken on a whole new meaning. And it's important to note that no longer is it enough for parents to simply provide the basics of lunch money and books for children to go to school. It calls for greater involvement. You have to sit with them, you have to go through the homework, and of course, you have to learn with them as they learn the new technology and the new formulas that they are taught on a daily basis. And so it calls for greater involvement in the lives of your children to guide them through this rapid changing world. Teachers also need to adapt new approaches to teaching, helping to prepare the children and their charges for success, as there are obvious deviations from the norm in industries across the globe. In times past, parents wanted their children to aspire towards becoming lawyers, doctors, bank managers, and other prestigious careers. They were proud to tell others of the success of their children in these fields. Although there will always be a need for these professionals, there are many other areas that require focus at this time. No doubt you all would have taken note that the COVID-19 has impacted the world and forced everyone to rethink and reevaluate career choices. New opportunities have sprung up, and we have seen where there's a drop, there's an increase in the demand for labor, but the demand just cannot be satisfied, both here in Jamaica and overseas, as persons have looked, because of COVID, to find other opportunities to put food on their table and to make a living. Businesses have employed new approaches to capture customers, and many have folded under the pressure. Companies have reduced their workforce, and for example, legal practices world over are merging services as there is now an overabundance of lawyers. Private medical practices are being absorbed into larger operations as a means to reduce overhead costs. Banks have also closed locations. There was a time when NCB had 3 branches on Knutsford Boulevard. They barely have one now. They have done all of that to reduce their workforce. And everyone is encouraged to do online banking. And I must tell you, I must have been the last Jamaican to convert to online banking. But when I stood in the line for an hour and a half to pay one credit card, I said, no, there has to be a better way. Employees who were normally paid by checks are being forced to open accounts while still being discouraged from going into the bank halls. And young people, I must tell you, I started working at age 16 before my 17th birthday. And one of my first jobs was with the Public Works Department. And I was what they call a paymaster. And I had to go to when persons who work for the department were to get paid, I had to go to the bank, collect the money, pack it in envelopes, and pay them. Now we're seeing where any little job you get, they require for you to have a bank account. The young man who washes my car for me and do little odd jobs around, he came to me the other day and he said to me, Mr. Green, I need a recommendation from you. I said, for what? He said he has to go to the bank to open an account because his boss tells him that he cannot pay him in cash anymore and he has to go to the bank and he must have an account in order to receive his salary. He's popularly known as Yamskin. Everybody called him Yamskin. I don't even know his name, what his name was. And so when I wrote the recommendation, I said, Mr. John Jones, also known as Yamskin, has been known to me for 15 years. And he took great offense to that because he said I was letting everybody know his alias. But young people, we're living in a day when you have to, there's no way of getting around the system. By the use of your very cell phone, people can know who you are and where you are. That's how fast the technology is working. There is what is now referred to as a new normal. In many industries, they no longer have staff that need to go into the workplace, as working from home is proving to be far more beneficial to both employees and employers. But there's a downside to that, because what we have seen is that those persons who are working from home are now becoming more obese because of the sedentary lifestyle. They sit at the computer before the computer all day, and make no bones about it. During COVID, a lot of Jamaicans looked forward to working from home because they thought it was a holiday. I remember people calling me and fighting where I used to work in the parish council because they are saying somebody is taking away my work from home day. But working from home, if you truly are working from home, can be very, very, very demanding. And so we're finding that these days, employees are finding creative ways to get the job done. And so working from home is an option. And we have seen rapid increases in the bottom line for some institutions because they are not burdened with workers coming into the office to burn electricity, and they have to provide all the amenities for them and so on. But there's another downside to working from home. I remember when working from home started, board chairman, there's a joke that some of my ambulance drivers, when I was in Western Jamaica, wanted to work from home. How can an ambulance driver work from home? You know? So there are downsides to that. People want to grab the opportunity, but they don't know what it means to work from home. We are now working in an environment that what is called artificial intelligence. Young people, how many of you have ever heard that term, artificial intelligence? That's running the world today. We have everything from smartphones to smart cars. We have cars these days that when something is wrong with it, rather than it mashing up the engine, it goes into what it calls safe mode, and it won't drive at more than 5 kilometers per hour until you sort out the problem. We are going to be needing technicians to fix those cars and to diagnose those problems as we go along. No longer will it be fashionable for you to have an old tractor up on the hill or an old car up on the hill, and the teacher go and teach a mechanic and teach about a 4-stroke engine and a gas engine and a diesel engine. Those days are gone. I remember when I came back to Jamaica in 1995, I was encouraging young people not to waste your parents' money to go learn word processing and Excel. You could teach yourself that. But to look at the computer and to see it as a tool that could educate you, and not only that, to put money into your pocket. I remember the first cohort of programmers who graduated from the University of the West Indies. I think there were 17 of them. And chairman, on graduation day, not one of them turned up for their graduation because they were all recruited to the United States with a green card for them and their families. And top pay. So young people, there's a word out there for you. Don't just look at Jamaica. Don't just look at Linstead. Don't just look at St. Catherine. You'll be surprised to know the amount of Jamaicans that are flying planes in Qatar and in the Middle East. You'll be surprised to know the amount of nurses that are waving the Jamaican flag all over the world. We can't train our nurses fast enough for them to be recruited. Years ago, and said that Jamaica should prepare to educate for export. We should educate for export. We should educate for export. A team from Jamaica just went to Cuba a few months ago to recruit doctors and nurses and biomed technicians, and we came back empty-handed because every Cuban was available. They were recruited from far away as Israel, from the Middle East, from Latin America, and guess what? They were paying far much more than Jamaica was able to pay. So young people, I challenge you, put your sights outside of Jamaica. You see that little thing called the computer? You can use it to great advantage. Learn it. Spend your time on it. It can teach you a lot. It can be your key to a good life for the rest of your life. We read of people like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. They were people like you. They were not super bright, but they had a dream, they had a vision, and they used the tools that they have. So we see that in Jamaica during the pandemic, creative juices were flowing for many individuals. And this resulted in areas of opportunities opening up for innovative thinkers, which they embraced. The brick and mortar storefronts are no longer thriving as more people are doing online shopping. Everything is being now delivered at your doorstep. Today is Thanksgiving in the United States. And tomorrow, Monday, Friday rather, the day after Thanksgiving is known as Black Friday, where they have all the sales, and that was the biggest sales day in the United States. And then because of the pandemic, they coined a new phrase now called Cyber Monday. When you stay at home and in the comfort of your home, around your desk at work, and do all your shopping and get all your deals on the Monday after Thanksgiving. So you see, there are opportunities there for you. I used to love shopping, and the last few times I went to the United States, when I went and walked into Macy's and Lord and Taylor's, there was nothing there because everybody was shopping online. There was no need for sales clerk. So as it come on to Christmas, you'd have a lot of opportunities for people, housewives and students who could go into the stores and earn some extra money. But all of that has changed. The world has changed. Everything is now convenient at your fingertips. And you have to think and you have to learn to work with this. And so, as you chart your future, I urge you to make use of those opportunities. I also high school in Jamaica. Yes, the best high school in Jamaica. But I left San Diego with 1 O-level English with a distinction. And I could not have gone into the University of the West Indies when I left school, and even when I went to college to ask for an application, they would have laughed after me. But I graduated from school in the United States with a 3.97 grade point average out of 4. I graduated college summa cum laude. And I went on to business school and graduated magna cum laude. And if I had stayed in Jamaica, there's no way that I could have been, and nothing's wrong with the Jamaican education system, it's first class. But we need to start to train our young people to think. Am I right, alumni? When you went to the Marines, didn't they train you to think? We need to start training our young people to think rather than tell them that you must become doctors or you must become engineers or you must become scientists or you must become this or you must become that. There's nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur. We need to start training our young people to think, and we need to build the curriculum to suit the current environment. And again, I urge the phrase from Dinthill, Jamaica needs to train for export. We need to educate for export. After all, Scotiabank can only take so many of you. NCB can only take so many of you. There was a time when students from Dinthill were recruited by Aragon Harbour Textile Mills or the sugar factories as engineers or trained them as chemists and other things. Those jobs are long gone. We need to prepare our young people for the world that is out there, and we need to use their creative genius to bring out the best in them. As you would have seen, I would have strayed from my prepared text because I feel very passionate when I speak to young people, because I feel it's my duty to show them and to guide them all the opportunities that are out there for them. We have a shortage of nurses in Jamaica. We have a shortage of specialist nurses in Jamaica. And sadly, we don't have that groundswell of people coming in to take these positions. We need specialist people. When you look at surgeries these days, it's different from how it used to be even 5 years ago. You don't have what you call that great level of invasive surgeries anymore. You look at a slit in the skin and they send in a camera and it shows them everything that is going wrong. We're gonna need people to operate those cameras. We're gonna need biomed engineers to fix these equipments when they go bad. No longer is X-ray. In fact, the traditional X-ray, as you and I know it, Chairman, it's not available anymore, because Kodak is the only company in the world who used to make the processor for the wet processing. They've stopped making that. So everything is digitized. Right now I'm looking for biomedical engineers in my region, and we can't find them. Can't find any, because we're not training biomedical engineers. We're not training people to prepare for the technology that is overcoming us. And so, young people, the time that was given to me and stops learning tomorrow becomes uneducated the next day. I don't know if I'll be given another opportunity to address the Dinthill Past Students Association or the parents, but I thank you very much for this opportunity. I'd like to congratulate all the bronze students, the silver students, and the gold students. And I hope that and pray that the day will come when this room will be full of gold students, because we do have that potential. And again, you're not too young to start thinking about what you want to be and where you want to go. And I urge you, use the computer for the good. It can be your meal ticket out of poverty. It can be your meal ticket to the United States and to Qatar and to other places in the developed world. It can be your meal ticket to a good life. So continue to study, continue to work hard, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Words of wisdom. What a privilege it is to sit at the feet of such a learned, experienced gentleman and
Major adjustments to his busy schedule to be here with us today. So to express thanks in a tangible way, I now invite our head girl, Miss Monet Davis, to present a token to our guest speaker.
And after which we will have an item from Miss Urshad, teacher of English. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Green. On behalf of the Dinthill Technical High School family, it is my privilege to extend a hearty, well-deserved thank you for coming with us, joining us this morning, and sharing, congratulating us, and sharing your passion for all things young and young people need to do. We thank you so much for your time and your many gems and takeaways from this morning's speech. Thank you.
She looks just like me, too afraid to dream out loud. And though it's simple, your idea, it won't make sense to everybody. You need courage now if you're gonna persevere to fulfill divine purpose. You gotta answer when you're gone. So don't be afraid to face the world against the odds. Keep the dream alive. If something deep inside keeps inspiring you to try, don't stop and don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on you. Don't give up. Every victory comes in time. Work today to change tomorrow. It gets easier just to say that you lie. Every step you take, you get closer to your destination. You need courage now. Don't you know you're almost there to fulfill divine purpose? You gotta answer when you're called. So don't be afraid to face the world against the odds. Keep the dream alive, don't let it die. It's something deep inside keeps inspiring you to try. Don't stop and don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on you. Don't keep the dream alive. Don't let it die. It's something deep inside keeps inspiring you to try. Don't stop and don't ever give up. Don't ever
the dream alive. We're going to continue to express thanks to our specially invited guests. And so I'm going to invite the following students in this order to make their presentations. To Miss Levers, I keep messing up this lady's names. Miss Levers, our PTA president. I'm going to ask Lashari Thompson to come forward to do that presentation.
To Mr. Wint, Samoya Wellington.
And to our chairman, I'm going to invite Ordia Campbell. So in that order, Lashara, Shemoya, and Ordia to make their presentation to our special guests.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our teachers, parents, awardees, members of staff, and especially a good morning to you, Miss Levers. On the behalf of the Dinthill Technical High School, we would like to bestow this token of thanks for taking the time out to present yourself, to give our students guidance in our awarding ceremony. So thank you.
On behalf of the Dinthill Technical High School, I would like to extend this token of gratitude to Mr. Ron Waite for coming here today.
Thank you.
Chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On the behalf of Dinthill Technical High School, we would like to express our profound gratitude and consideration to our school awardees. Thank you very much.
Mic check, 1, 2, yes. The moment we all have been waiting for. The reason why we're here. Yes, the students seems very excited. So, to present our bronze awards, we will ask the grade coordinators of grade 7, which is Mrs. Ellis and Mr. Johnson, to come forward to the platform. And the presenter for the awards, we are asking our guest speaker, Mr. Errol Green and Miss Levers, to come forward.
Good morning, everyone. The pleasure is ours this morning to present the Bronze League Awards. Grade 7 students for bronze, please stand. Thank you, sir. Natalia Brown.
Alwyn Walsh. Alwyn Walsh.
Jada K. Belnavis.
Justin Levy.
Kimoya Brown.
Deshanil McDermott.
Rajon Brown.
Najwa K. Lawrence.
Makeda Armstrong.
Tyler Pusey.
Renique Wilson.
Kanik Mattis.
Jaleel Wilkie.
Anastasia Bailey.
Marlon Smith. Michaela Thomas.
That's it for the awardees for grade 7. You may be seated.
Grade 8, please stand.
Presenting the bronze awardees for grade 8. Rihanna Watson.
Sherry Marie Johnson.
Christina Bennett.
Janelle Laws. Sandine Powell. Nicola Davis.
Bethany Rose.
Christina Angus.
Jada Ellis.
Rihanna Grizzle.
Jordan McLennan. Nicholas Edwards.
Sarah Sadler.
Mariana Bryan.
Joseph Porter.
Giovanni Palmer. Shania Wilson.
Saskia Tuff.
That's it for the bronze awardees for grade 8. You may be seated. Give them a round of applause, yes.
Grade 9 awardees, please stand. Aliyah Gardner.
Tamoya Patterson. Tamoya Patterson. Ricardo Ferron.
Nathaniel Gentles.
Tichelle Thompson.
Janice Henry. Michaela Bailey.
Sahara Yuar.
Jodian Walcott.
Jeremiah Edwards. Jody Gay Ellis.
Shade Morris.
Akila Edwards.
Najwa Chambers.
Terrain Mondell.
Tavia Corey.
Tyreek Beckford.
Shakwade Gordon.
Bronze awardees for grade 9, please be seated. Give them a round of applause. Keep it going.
Grade 10 awardees, please stand.
Martina White.
Abigail Wolcott.
Shimeon Doyle.
Ranil Hunter. Shade Clark.
Taze Johnson.
Shara K. Fleming.
Sabrina Vincent.
Ordia Campbell.
Titania Williams.
Not here. Titania is not here. So
Chrisan Ferguson.
Donovan Clark.
Kimani Chambers.
A special thank you to Miss Levers and Mr. Green. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze awardees for 2021-2022 school year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Miss Ellis, Mr. Johnson, Miss Levers, Mr. Green. Congratulations, bronze awardees. At this time, we'll be making the presentation to the silver awardees. And to announce those names, we will have Miss Hill and Mr. Pinnock from the science department. And we're asking to make those presentations our representative from the Past Student Association, Mr. Ron Wint. So at this time, I invite Ms. Hill, Mr. Pinnock, and Mr. Wint to present the silver awards. Good morning, members on the platform, teachers, students, and parents.
Could the silver awardees from grade 7 please stand?
From 7D, Akela Mighty.
Still from 7D, Akira Morgan.
From 7D once more, Malik Bailey.
From 7 High, Kaylin Douglas.
Akila Grant. Akelia Grant.
Still at 7 High, Deja McLaughlin.
From 7T, Jada Edwards.
Still with 7T, Julissa Nemard.
Now on to 7H, Simon Williams.
Following Simon is Peter Ray Smith.
And now we have Sikoa Strong. Meline Campbell.
Following Miss Campbell is Kedena Russell.
Mandisa Masters.
And from 7L, Casey Grant.
All right, that's it for the grade 7 awardees. You may be seated. At this point in time, can the grade 8 awardees stand for silver?
From 8T, Crystal Brown.
From 8H, Janelle White.
Followed by Miss White, we have Rajik Drummond.
Justin Anderson from 8L, sorry.
Followed by Mr. Anderson, we have Tazia Thomas.
That's it for the grade 8 awardees. We're now on to grade 9.
May the grade 9 silver awardees please stand.
All right, so from grade 9 Agri-Home Ec, we have JD and James.
Following Miss James, we have from 9 Agritech, Ruthan Edwards.
Okay. Now for 9 Bisclear, we have Shanice Hilton.
Following her from 9 Bisclear, we have Brittany Thomas.
Now on to 9 Bisec, we have Deandra Gordon.
And from 9 Omic Tech, we have Anastasia Chambers. This concludes our awardees from grade 9. You may be seated. On to grade 10. Would the silver awardees from grade 10 please stand?
From 10 Agritech, we have Danique Campbell. And from 10 Bisec, we have Gabrielle Armstrong.
This concludes our silver awardees. Thank you very much. Students, continue to work hard.
Thank you, Mr. Pinnock and Miss Hill, for the silver awardee presentation. Now, for the gold and honor award? Honor Roll award, the presenter, or the announcer, I should say, music, take it on, take it on, take it on, will be yours truly, the chairperson, myself, and Mrs. Lee Lords.
And presenting these very, very special awards will be our very own principal, Mr. Anthony Garwood.
Our first gold award goes to Jania Cook. Coke, thank you, Coke. Abstention.
Our next gold awardee.
Mommy's here, sorry, mommy's here.
All right, our Our next gold awardee is Dejanelle Roberts.
Our third gold awardee is Javier Blake.
Next gold awardee is Andrea Thomas. Thank you so very much, gold awardees. Congratulations, round of applause for them. And thank you, Mr. Principal, for making these presentations.
So, for our CSEC and CAPE, our announcer will ask Miss Nelson to come forward. And for the presentation of the awardees, will be our very own chairperson, Mr. Dennis Clark. Chairman, Mr. Dennis Clark.
Members of the platform party, parents, teachers, students, pleasant good morning to you all.
President Barack Obama once said, if you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Awardees, you have completed one leg of the race. Continue to walk on the right path. All right, I'm asking all my commendable performance students to stand at this point in time.
Now, these are some of the most resilient students anywhere in the world. Melton Crichton, 9 subjects, 2 distinctions, 6 credits. Oh, okay. Chevenese Gale, 9 subjects, 2 distinctions, 7 credits. Jonel Israel, 9 subjects, 2 distinctions, 4 credits. Ashley Henry, 9 subjects with 1 distinction and 5 credits. Ashley is at UTech. Rihanna Smith, 9 subjects, 1 distinction, 2 credits. Kashif Thompson, 9 subjects, 1 distinction, 6 credits. Simoya Taylor, 9 subjects, 1 distinction, 3 credits. Abigail Gray, 9 subjects, 1 distinction, 3 credits. Karen Prescott, 9 subjects with 6 credits. Akeem Jarrett, 8 subjects, 4 distinctions, 2 credits. Christina Brumfield, 8 subjects, 3 distinctions, 4 credits. Ashley White, 8 subjects, 3 distinctions, 4 credits. John Stevens, 8 subjects, 3 distinctions, 2 credits. Davian Suarez, 8 subjects, 1 distinction, 4 credits. Alexandra Bennett, 8 subjects, 2 distinctions, 3 credits. Jayan Freckleton, 8 subjects with 1 distinction and 4 credits. Ramal Allen, 8 subjects, 1 distinction, 4 credits. And let me add a little note, he plays for the Da Costa Cup team. Chevanese Gale, 8 subjects with 1 distinction and 5 credits. Abriana Fraser, 8 subjects, 1 distinction and 3 credits. Michaela Valentine, 8 subject, 1 distinction, 3 credits. Alex Zimenez, 8 subjects with 1 distinction and 3 credits.
Roxanne White, 7 subject with 3 distinctions and 3 credits. Danette Dakers. Danette Dakers, 7 subject with 3 distinction and 4 credits. Kyle Marshall, 7 subjects with 3 distinctions and 3 credits. Tajay Griffiths, 7 subjects with 2 distinction and 3 credits. Shamila Thompson, 7 subjects with 2 distinctions and 4 credits. Anisha Townsend, 7 subjects with 2 distinctions and 4 credits. Tanya Garwood, 7 subjects with 2 distinctions, 4 credits. Shadeen Bailey, 7 subjects with 2 distinctions and 1 credit. Janelle Henry, 7 subjects with 1 distinction and 6 credits. Rainford Adre, 7 subjects with 1 distinction and 3 credits. Kishan Grant, 7 subjects with 1 distinction and 3 credits. Tanoya Pinnock, 7 subjects with 1 distinction, 2 credits. Renee Richards, 7 subjects with 1 distinction and 4 credits. Rochelle Reed, 7 subjects with 1 distinction and 2 credits. Kerry Perry, 8 subjects with 6 credits. Janelle Johnson, 8 subjects with 6 credits. Ronaldo Hunt, 7 subjects with 5 credits. Jordan Wilson with 1 distinction and 3 credits. Orville Reed, 7 subjects with 5 credits.
Dreyan Mendez, 9 subjects, 2 distinctions, 6 credits. And now, we move on to some outstanding performances at the CSEC level. Andre Price, 9 subjects with 5 distinctions and 4 credits. Andre is not here. Shaquille Douglas, 9 subjects, 4 distinctions, 5 credits. Michaela Henry, 8 subjects, 5 distinctions and 2 credits. Brianna Martin, 8 subjects with 5 distinctions and 2 credits. Trisha Nay Clark, 7 subjects, 5 distinctions, 1 credit. Romelia Taylor, 7 subjects, 4 distinctions, 2 credits. Gabriella Henry, 9 distinctions, 5 credits. And Janelle Sterling, 9 subjects with 3 distinctions, 5 credits.
At this time, I will now announce the Cape outstanding performance at the Cape level. Leanna Hunter, Tyree Campbell. Leanna Hunter have 5 units of Cape, 3 distinctions, 1, 2, and 1, 3. Tyree Campbell, 4 units, 2 distinction and 2 twos. Garth Wallace, 4 units, 2 distinctions, 1, 2, and 1, 3. Dave Pinnock, 4 units, 1 distinction and 3 credits. Artesia Taylor, 4 units, 1 distinction and 3 credits. Samantha Johnson, 4 units, 1 distinction, 1, 2, and 3 threes. Diamond Samuels, 4 units, 3 credits, and 1, 3. Shanae Thompson, 4 units, 3 credits, and 1, 3.
And now, we move on to some excellent performances at the CSEC level. Jessica Burke, 8 subjects, 7 ones, 1, 2. Keep the applause going for Javane Robinson, 8 subjects, 7 ones, and 1, 2. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going for Onis Anigan, 9 subjects, 6 ones, and 2 threes.
on to the most outstanding performances. Sade Page, 4 units and 4 distinctions.
Okay, so Sade is not with us today. She's probably at some university somewhere. But for the most outstanding performance at the C-Sec level, one Mr. Joel Amos with. Listen to this. Listen to this. With 8 subjects, 8 distinctions, and they're most of them A profiles. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentation for the CSEC and CAPE awardees. Thank you.
Thank you. Give them another round of applause for me, please. All right, we're winding down. So, thank you, Mrs. Gordon Brown and Miss Nelson, and presenter Mr. Dennis Clark. All right, so up next, we have the reply from the awardees. Our very own Joel Amos, Student Council President.
Check. Okay. So, Masters of Ceremony, Mr. Shanique Lee Lowndes and Mr. Mark Augusti. School Board Chairman, Mr. Dennis Clark. Principal, Mr. Anthony Garwood. Vice Principals, Ms. Cherise Blair and Mr. Christopher Patterson. PTA President, Mr. Joseph Small. Other distinguished guests, teachers and other staff members, parents and well-wishers, my fellow awardees, a pleasant morning to you all. Julius Caesar was one of history's great philosophers, with many wise words designed to be applied to all situations in life. However, one specific quote from this historical figure that I find particularly impactful is the one that says, and I quote, "Without training, they lacked knowledge. Without knowledge, they lacked confidence. And without confidence, they lacked victory." Obviously, the day in this saying would not be directed at us as awardees. Nevertheless, I would like to personalize it by making some minor modifications. My version says, with training, that is, day-to-day classroom teaching and learning, we have acquired knowledge. With this acquired knowledge, we have gained confidence to do and pass our exams. With this confidence, we have attained victory. Victory is not a concept that can be achieved by mediocrity. It involves blood, sweat, and tears, focus, determination, and shared discipline. For this reason, when we have acquired such victory, to be recognized and celebrated because of it bring a sense of immeasurable joy, satisfaction, and pride. Therefore, on behalf of the entire group of awardees, I would like to express to the Parent Teachers Association that our gratitude to you knows no bounds. You, the members of the PTA, have seen our effort through our results and have decided that this needs recognition. That within itself speaks volume. I am of the firm belief that each award issued today will be a symbol which represents our success, a symbol that will fuel us to work harder, achieve more, as the sky is just a base limit, for there is always more to be achieved. May the Lord continue to expand your borders and your pockets so that there will always be room to celebrate the stars that holds high the banner of academic excellence at this noble institution. Additionally, a big thank you to those who are here to celebrate with us. Thank you for being a part of our day, a day where we are highlighted for our hard work, a day to be proud of ourselves and to have you be proud of us. We are sincerely grateful for your support, contribution, and the recognition. And even more, we appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Joel Amos. Now we have the vote of thanks by Javane Robinson, an awardee, Deputy Head Boy. After which, we'll have the closing remarks, then the school song by Ashika Dockery.
Masters of Ceremonies, Mrs. Shanique Lee Lowndes and Mark August, school administrators, illustrious guest speaker, Mr. Errol Green, ODJP, other distinguished guests, members of staff, parents and well-wishers, esteemed awardees, a superb good morning to all. The 24th of November, for some, the most anticipated match of the FIFA World Cup will commence. For others who are not associated with our school and are not football fans, it is just a regular day. However, for us present today, it is a day for bestowing accolades to our worthy few. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's proceedings an astounding success. I thank the awardees who, through sheer determination and vigor, earned themselves the acknowledgement of everyone present here today and made this entire event possible. For without their hard work, we would have no one to reward. We are grateful for our principal, Mr. Garwood, for his many words of encouragement and knightliness, motivating us to push past our limits. Our gratitude also extends to our teachers who masterfully orchestrate our success with assiduous efforts in the face of numerous challenges. I'd like to thank the team responsible for planning this event, those who put together today's decor, outdid themselves and cladded our auditorium with extraordinary effervescence. The maroon and gold totally embodies the spirit of the Dinthill Technical High School culture. Kudos to the batch of 1982 for their contribution. Further, appreciation must be expressed to all individuals and groups who participated in the ceremony this morning, making it exciting, engaging, and entertaining. Special thanks to our music club for providing musical accompaniment which added so beautifully to today's proceedings. I must also express our thanks to our parents and guardians, especially those who joined us today, both physically and through cyberspace. We are forever in your debt for your indispensable contribution to our success. It is with great joy that I share this proud moment with you. A million thanks for all that you do. Thanks also to the specially invited guests from other schools and wider communities who graced us with their presence and made this ceremony even more special. And last, but certainly not least, I'd like to express my deepest sense of gratitude and appreciation to our guest speaker, Mr. Errol Green, who, despite his busy schedule, made time to grace our humble ceremony. He most definitely impacted our minds with the concept of innovation, highlighting opportunities and modern methods of financial accumulation, encouraging us to think with his inspirational thoughts and added to our insight with immaculate articulation. I leave you with this inspirational quote by the late Martin Luther King Jr. An individual has not started living until he rises above the confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. Once again, I thank you all, and may God bless you continually.
We are at the end.
Yes.
The end of a beautiful and successful event. And we just want to finally congratulate in totality all our awardees for their hard work, which has forced us and compelled us to make this event so we can recognize your success.
And continue doing hard work, students. Don't stop. It doesn't stop here. The buck does not stop here. You're going to go off in life, whatever you do. If you don't get a trophy, if you don't get an award, still do your best.
Yes, and we want to encourage the parents to continue to support the students. Parental involvement is indispensable to their success. And it being Parent Month, Mr. August, we want to let the parents know that while your children have received their awards, we have not forgotten you. The PTA will be celebrating you this afternoon at 3 p.m. So we're asking you to stick around, to make yourselves present, to be feted as we close out Parents Month, expressing our appreciation for your continued support in the educational process of your children.
Right, so parents come out at 3 p.m. this afternoon, right here, same place, right here in the auditorium. We have something special for you, parents. Please, come. You don't want to miss it.
And as we bring the curtains down on this lovely occasion, we will now have the school song by Mishika Dockery, accompanied by the music club. It has been our pleasure being your host this afternoon. I am Shanique Lee Lowndes.
And I am Mark Auguste.
Please have a lovely afternoon. The school song.
We ask everyone to stand from the place for the singing of the school song.